Alright, alright.
He took a good shot there. Shot from Marco Thomas. And now they threw a late flag.
Sure, I do feel
The
this is back.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down. And that's exactly what they call the hitting a defensive player to Marco Thomas. To go! Out of the backfield. Corner. Into the end zone. Hey, he told you he tapped. If he could get there one more time, he'd go flip. This time, he delivered. They fake the draw, and Jones is in trouble. Devin Taylor this time.
Alright. We are off to buy Heroic Vision. I don't know if we're gonna do it, but we're gonna buy it. At least buy it. So yeah.
Rainbow Six Siege is in a bit of a transition period at the moment, which is a weird thing to say because the game is doing really well. I hadn't played for a while until this morning when recording this footage, but recently the latest Invitational took place and the viewer numbers and the vibe were fantastic. And overall I think it was just a brilliant event and it piqued my interest in the game again. It just goes to show you how far the game has come since its initial release. Now, in a recent diary, the developers have outlined not only the upcoming content over the next few months, but in fact, what they have planned over the next 8 seasons, or 2 years. The developers look like they really know what they want to do with this game, and they're going to do it. It's impressive that we can get this much detail as players 2 years in advance. Interestingly, Lero Athanasov, who is the game director on Rainbow Six Siege, said that the team has a goal of reaching their original vision of the game, which suggests that despite how successful the game has already been on console and PC, they don't feel it's quite where it needs to be in terms of how they originally pitched or envisioned it. They have said that they want to explore new areas of gameplay and rework parts of the game they've previously not had the opportunity to since the game launched. With that in mind, they walked us through exactly what they have planned over the next coming 2 years. So year 5 will be a hybrid year, which is a mix of what the game has today and what the game will have in the future with year 6. The first half of year 5 will be season 1 and 2, which will feature 2 new operators apiece and a rework of 2 maps already in the game. Season 1 will see the rework of Oregon, and season 2 will rework House, the classic map. In the recent Invitational, the developers showcased not only the remake of Oregon, but also the 2 new operators. So let's touch on this real quick. The new operation is called Void Edge, and I think by the time this video releases, it should be playable in the test server. Now, the 2 operators here are Yana and Oryx. Oryx is a defender, Yana is an attacker. Oryx is quite interesting because one of his abilities allows him to break through a soft wall. It's called the Rima Dash, and not only will it allow him to cover short distances quickly and knock down any opponents that he contacts with in the process, he can also use it to break through walls. And as if this wasn't enough, Oryx can also climb up broken hatches, allowing him to get to areas with a lot more ease than other characters. Climbing up hatches is something that I thought would be cool in the game ever since it launched, and I thought that it might come in a gadget like a rappel that everyone could use, but for now it's just reserved to this one new character. Yana, on the other hand, has something called the Gemini Replicator, and this is a remotely controlled hologram copy of Yana. If it seems a bit crazy, that's because it is. It can move and produce sound like she can, but it can't shoot, melee, or use any secondary gadgets. It's got a time limit and it can be exited at any time. As well as the new operators, I did mention map reworks, and Oregon is the first one up. For this map, it's mostly an updated look, with some areas having new points of access. The big tower, for instance, now connects directly onto the kitchen on the first floor, and there's a new area in the basement called Freezer. We also got to see some snippets of house on the live stream, and that's had more than just a lick of paint. The house now is a lot larger, and so players are definitely going to have more time and the ability to flank, but you'll also have to learn all the new routes and angles in this one. It looks pretty nice too. And then for Season 3 and 4, things will start to get closer to how they want the game to shape up in the future. They will keep map reworks, in-game events, and the Battle Pass. In fact, Season 3 will have a rework of Skyscraper, and Season 4 will focus on a rework of Chalet. Where these seasons will differ, though, is in the content delivery, especially when it comes to new operators. Season 3 and 4 will only have one operator apiece rather than the standard two, but alongside this, and to counterbalance it, let's say, there will be additional core gameplay content and gameplay reworks. They also seem keen to offer more narrative behind the operators with cinematic backstory videos. To be fair, I think Siege has done a pretty good job of the backstories for their operators since day one, and growing an audience and fan base for them, so I don't think there's any harm on adding to this. So for Year 6, the Battle Pass and new operators will kick off each of the 4 seasons, and alongside that there will also be a new map in each season, something which players have come to expect of the earlier seasons. The developers also hope that by this time they will have established their core gameplay-centric philosophy, and each season they will try to build on that with core gameplay updates, and this includes game features and operator reworks. That will happen throughout the season though, rather than right at the beginning. I think one problem maybe that Siege faces now though, and the developers I think are very aware of this, is that the game is massively different from when it released 4 years ago. Some people love the direction it's gone, some people not so much, but there are over 50 operators currently in the game, each with different abilities that have to be balanced against each other. Amazingly, they are still targeting 100 operators, which perhaps seemed quite far-fetched for an FPS game 4 years ago, but they're already halfway there. When the game launched, there were only 20 operators, and with each one they add, the overall impact of them, I think, is reduced. With this in mind, the devs say that they want to improve certain elements of the overall experience, and they've listed a few ways that they plan on doing this. One of them is with better communication tools. For instance, they gave an example of a drone spotting gadgets in the preparation phase, and then sharing that information with teammates' user interfaces even before the attack takes place. So maybe you could spot a frost mat or a capcan trap, something like that. Alongside this, there will be more generic gadgets that all operators, or at least most of the operators, will be able to equip. And they're working on prototypes for a few of those right now. Speaking of operators, as I mentioned, some are going to be getting reworks or even complete overhauls, and Lord Tachanka is getting that treatment in Year 5, finally. So when an operator is tweaked, that means relatively small changes that will affect gameplay, I think, but still hopefully leave that operator feeling similar to how you remember them, just a bit fresh. Reworks, on the other hand, will completely change how an operator functions, and Tachanka, I think, is one of those, and he's going to function very different from what he's like now. First of all, what about his turret machine gun? Well, that will no longer be a turret weapon. It's now available for you to carry around as a primary, which I'm sure will please a lot of people. The bonus of this is that it can be used to easily destroy soft walls because of how powerful it is. So if you wanted to quickly make a hole for your team to go through, you could do that. As well as that change, he also gets a brand new incendiary grenade launcher, which causes a big area of denial effect. You can bounce grenades off walls and then the fire will ignite whatever it touches. Looks like a cool weapon. There have also been some tweaks to Legion and Twitch. From Year 5 though, every season will have a major event, and from what they showed off in the trailer, they all looked unique. They all looked incredibly different and completely outside of the normal game loop too, which is a good thing. And then alongside that, we will also be getting the arcade playlists, and these offer the same gameplay but with modifiers. The first half of Year 5 there will be one arcade playlist per season, but by the second half of Year 5 they would like to release several of them per season. The first arcade playlist that they're aiming to release during Season 1 is called Golden Gun. Everyone will be equipped with one pistol with one bullet in the mag, so after every time you shoot, you have to reload. These game modes are not meant to replace the core game, it's just a limited time mode for a bit of fun. Plenty of other live service games are doing this kind of thing now too. So back in Year 4 of the game, the pick and ban system was introduced for operators. If you're not familiar with it, then at the beginning of a ranked game, both teams can vote for an operator that they want to ban the other team from using. It's akin to a system that tournaments have used. If you're not familiar with the limited time of Year 5, they would like to release several of them per season. The first arcade playlist that they're aiming to release during Season 1 is called Golden Gun. Everyone will be equipped with one pistol with one bullet in the mag, so after every time you shoot, you have to reload. These game modes are not meant to replace the core game, it's just a limited time mode for a bit of fun. Plenty of other live service games are doing this kind of thing now too. So back in Year 4 of the game, the pick and ban system was introduced for operators. If you're not familiar with it, then at the beginning of a ranked game, both teams can vote for an operator that they want to ban the other team from using. It's akin to a system that tournaments have used in various forms across many games. In Year 5 though, the devs say that they want to enhance this system to also include a map ban, which will give players even more control over what they end up playing. And there's going to be a new reputation system added to the game. Every player will get a reputation rating, and depending on that level, you will either trigger rewards or sanctions. So you can either have a positive, neutral, or negative standing. Positive standing, which is level 3 and 4, will result in rewards. Level 2 is neutral, while level 0 and 1 means negative standing, and this will result in tailored sanctions. So I like the fact that they're rewarding a positive vibe in the community and trying to make the game less toxic. Wrapping up today, guys, as well as all of that, they're working on a new replay system that looked awesome. The developers are also talking about new game modes, other gameplay tweaks, and general game balancing. I think from what we've heard though over the last few days is the main takeaway is that in the upcoming seasons we'll be getting regular events, new operators, big changes and small changes to current operators, more maps, and also a lot of impactful gameplay changes that mean Rainbow Six is definitely in for a roller coaster of the next couple of years. It'll be fun to follow along and see how this goes. Will the changes be welcomed by the community or pushed back? I suppose it depends on exactly what they are, but only time will tell. And that's all for today, folks. Do let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Are you still playing Rainbow Six Siege, or had you given up on it? Does it still wet your whistle? If you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, a dislike. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.
What?
Did you eat it?
No, I saved noodles and peppers for him.
I thought you were eating it.
I ate some of it. I ate chicken, but I saved him his favorite. Nah, don't flying fuck. I'm sorry. Never give a fuck about flying on Legion or this. Because I have. My bag. There we go. The Pathfinder whistle. So, that's all you really need. Let's see here. Rip to those guys. Oh, nice. Bless you, honey.
You excited to get home when the sun is up tomorrow?
Yes. I can't express how good that feels.
I'm excited too.
Like driving home with the sun up.
And it'll be up for a few hours too.
Yeah, exactly.
For a little bit.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You'll have a whole rest of your day ahead of you.
I know it's amazing. Okay, good shit. So, Garrison we go. Alright, I gotta figure out how to get this. Let's see. Warm milk.
Pack and Play is on the way.
Hey, Pack and Play's on the way.
Says it should be here Thursday.
Yay.
Cool. Well, this is all exciting. I can't wait to meet her.
It's gonna be great.
I'm going to bed soon. I'm gonna either read or watch my show and go to bed. I'm so tired for some reason.
Oh, sleepyhead. Slept a lot last night.
Too much. Yesterday.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh, this is lit.
She said, "Oh, this is lit."
I remember this shit. They're talking about the fucking devil.
Fucking devil. These shit's lit. Why don't you watch on the TV though?
I'm not sure. I might just watch it in bed. What? I put that food away
Okay.
for Nazareth.
Yeah, bro.
No? Huh?
That's a damn girl.
What?
I fucked up. Check it out. What's up?
My baby.
Ooh.
handful. What was that? Was that yesterday?
Well, yeah.
Was it yesterday?
No, I got some and you came running out.
Yeah, just one handful was gone.
Yeah, for the fight. I know, ain't.
Huh?
That's I know, ain't.
Honey, you left the hot fries out.
Did I?
Huh?
I did?
Yeah. I can't even hear over that fucking thing.
Huh, something weird.
Sounds sketchy. Got a outside in the basement? Jokes. Okay, I'll leave you to it.
Rip.
Where does your camera charger go?
In the drawer, one of the drawers to the left of the sink.
Also, just go and get it flip out again. But you usually do it now. Yeah.
Love me.
I do, you're just ridiculous.
You're ridiculous. It's like that time the shit was ridiculous.
Why hasn't the fucking Roomba been cleaning everywhere? She hasn't done the fucking underneath the table.
I don't know.
Well, what the fuck?
I think literally we don't have the table.
It's so dirty.
She hasn't been cleaning us all week. When we stop doing her at night.
Yeah. It's just spinning around.
She's cleaning. She's very confused.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, she came off of it all weird. She didn't back up like she should. She went on like off to the right and went boom off of it.
Bitch, do her own thing. Let me see my phone here.
Blue.
Yep.
doing a good job out here.
Good job, lady.
I'm getting what she's like, and I push in front of her, so I want her to. Yeah. 99.9% of the time, she does get it. It's fucking awesome. Still amazes me.
It's all, yeah. You only used 2 bags so far. I don't know. Yeah, I gotta get more. So that's gonna be a while before that's filled.
Yeah. I should not know now.
She could need a charge. Yeah, she needs a charge, babe.
Yeah, it's red.
It'll pick back up when it has some juice.
Can you take this to his room real quick?
Melby's?
Oh yeah, her. I was thinking about him.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't this trash?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can just put it with this. I forgot. That's trash.
Hard shoe stand, but yeah, it's trash mainly.
No. Funny. I picked this up real quick. I want to sleep over here.
Alright.
I feel silly calling. It's probably nothing.
Why? What's going on?
Well, your intern, Georgie, she broke into the house.
This is my wife.
And she
Good
took
boy.
some dead guy's journal. Said that she was bringing
It's
it
so
back
fucking
to you.
funny.
Well, are you okay? Nothing nervous?
Yeah, why? Should I be more worried? I mean, she's just a little weirdo, right?
It's fine. Hey, thanks for calling. I gotta call you back. Okay?
Pick up Fifi. Okay.
Hello, my name is Borat.
Georgie!
I'm here. Sorry.
What'd you say?
It's intense right now. Chill.
David and I have
I need to
nothing
hear
to
this.
do with the armor
Oh.
until you possess him. If we're enemies, it's because you chose this path. I didn't ask for any of this.
You sound just like her. A victim to the lost. She insisted the island would nourish them. When it didn't, her faith was shaken. God did not provide. That was up to her sister. The other side of the island was the wild boar's domain. It was dangerous, but she knew she must hunt. And behold, good was good.
You kept boring ships into the rocks, killing for provisions.
And do you want to know the sickest part of all? There were no provisions on the ships. Only sailors. And so an innocent girl became a monster. All because her older sibling forced her
You
to
win some, you
adopt
lose some.
even if it meant killing and eating men to stay alive. So I ask you again.
So I ask you again, babe.
Which girl are you?
I'm a boy. That's what I would say. It's very confusing, ma'am, because I'm a boy. You see?
There's nothing I do that will ever change that.
I think you've overestimated your sibling. And clearly I have underestimated mine.
More socks under the couch.
More what?
More socks.
That's his.
You have socks everywhere. He does not.
Damn me. He threw it at me.
No, there's more behind you. Just where I'm putting them right now.
I got socks behind me.
What did she do to me?
I'm in your head. Well, our head, kind of. My memories, your noggin. Your silly fork stopped ringing. There's nowhere to run. So walk with me.
Oh, so is this where you attack my psyche? Trying to break
My
me
psyche?
down?
Yes. The boss has other plans for you.
Boss? What are you talking about?
He thinks you're worthy of hearing the whole story. Shall we continue? For years, my sister and I lived as cannibals. Unwillingly, unforcefully ignorant. Until I discovered this. When my sister had buried the sailors she'd murdered. Only visible at low tide. It's a perfect hiding spot.
You discovered? You're not the girl from the island, are you? You're the village girl.
I tried. I tried so hard to be good. My sister forced this existence on me.
Why do you expect me to have sympathy for you after everything you've done?
Maybe not. It all comes down to the same question. Which siren is your spirit animal, Mr.
What's your spirit animal, babe?
Come on, man. Drop the act. We both know you're not gonna kill me. Why not? That seems to be your solution for everything. Maybe I should take a shot. I'm sorry, Matt. I know it's supposed to scare me, but fear is an emotion, and ever since I flipped my switch, I'm operating without it. All I'm getting from you is desperation. You're right, Damon. I am desperate. I don't care about your drama. I don't give a damn if you shut your humanity off. All I want to know is why you tried to kill my father. Look, man, in my defense, I didn't know you as your dad. I always thought you were a bastard.
I would say you're a bastard.
Well, Tyler Lockwood's very sad.
Like your whole sister.
You don't play along. He dies. Maybe you care about that. Not even you're that stupid. Humanity or not, nobody forgive you for that. Especially Elena. Well, that's the whole point, you idiot. Apparently you've been out of the loop for a while, Matt, so allow me to bring you up to speed. Elena and I are through. In fact, I've been seeing another woman. You're lying. Last time I knew Tyler was up in New York. Am I lying or being completely truthful when I tell you that I ripped into Tyler's throat last night? And I took him on a road trip. Left him bleeding in the back of a green Mustang at the parking go. Right across the border. No. Is that too specific for a lie? What's your move, man? Tick-tock. If you hurt Tyler, I swear to God, I will kill you. You can swear to God all you want. He's not the one listening. Hey, Stefan.
I'm so glad you got me that window.
Guess this
I'm only cleaned.
modern day
I've
version
only
of the man's journal.
swept
P.S.
2
When
rooms.
Georgie is the second siren.
My fucking back hurts.
Oh.
Ironically, Georgie is
Yeah, I'm glad you have it too.
Right here.
out of here. Is
Oh, baby.
I want up these walls.
Here, I can get it.
Myself on the site.
No.
That's all I gotta do now.
You don't have to do it at all. That's the thing.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be
It's
tough.
bugging me.
It's bugging you.
I'm tired of it. Opening it all the way.
Anyway,
Never dragging it.
a little vampire blood can't fix on the B-side. At least that's what I keep telling myself, so that reassuring note. Over and out.
Okay.
Couldn't believe it.
Everywhere you go.
All those years, my sister had tricked me into eating human flesh.
There's something left.
But I had to hear the truth from her mouth, so I confronted her. You should have seen the look on her face. Oh wait, you will. Here she comes now.
Well, you can have mercy where you all down, okay?
Celine. One second, James. Hello?
Lauren was trapped. Why did you make me do that?
Just pull over wherever you are and stay there. I will find you. We'll talk about it then.
Will you tell the story?
Sure, sweetie. What kind of story?
Nothing to do with it, but he hasn't been in town that much since then.
Okay.
I don't know if
Here's
it
the one.
would be because of that, but
We'll have to keep it between us. No
I think he definitely hates the chair.
It is called The Legend of Our
Huh? Yeah, I know.
Sad both times.
What?
He got too sad both times.
Well, yeah. That's kind of the point of timeout. Like, that nigga hates sitting in a chair for
Guess it's time.
doing nothing. Yeah, good.
Monday always sucks.
Me and Elena are through, and I'm seeing another woman. Yeah, go to Dr. Phil.
Hello, beautiful. I've been looking all over for you. Don't ask me how I know this or what the hell you're supposed to do. Someone's gonna be very happy to see you.
Can I get on the shelf?
Oh, she's in my ass hole.
What's more shocking? That she secretly fed me human flesh? Or that she's now masquerading as a friggin' nanny?
Get out of my head. Now.
Why, so you can go more in the light? You're assuming I'm gonna let you remember this when we go.
What?
Sorry.
Our door's locked.
I got it. Not sure how.
One of us must have bumped it.
You tell me.
Then can you go down and check the laundry? Bring it up. There and switch it over.
Confronted your sister. She turned her into a cannibal against your wishes.
And who exactly is my sister?
I don't know.
How frustrating.
Why are you still here? I was out cold, you were in my head. Why did you escape?
And leave you with such a dramatic cliffhanger? I'm not that evil. I was about to answer your question. How you can save your brother. But for the last time, I need to know. Are you an island girl or a village girl? Wait! Answer me, Stefan, this is important. Who are you in the story? The victim? Who tried for years not to feed on human blood, only for his selfish brother to blow into town and ruin it all? Or are you the monster who saved his brother's fate the day you
That's why she said that.
You doomed his brother to an eternity of misery because you were afraid of being alone.
Alright, so
Old history.
we're gonna see if it's
You'd be
done or not.
surprised how fresh it
And if
is.
it's not done, tap only for like 30 minutes.
Answer me. Who are you?
Alright,
Like that.
is that?
You should be able to judge.
No, yeah, I'm a fucking adult.
You're good at this now. It's okay. You can do it. You can take that now.
I was wrong about you, Steven.
Well, no, because if it's
You
not
are
done.
worthy.
Alright, no.
The
And
ring
it can wait there for you. Use it now.
my sister had done for me. I did the only thing a decent person could do. I threw myself off the cliffs. Asking me dying to pray for mercy, for love, for forgiveness. But God never answered me. Instead, He did.
I did. For my children.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Everyone calls me King.
You were supposed to be dead.
Rest assured. I am.
My sister, can you help her?
Yes. But there is a price.
Anything. My sister, she made a deal with me. Immortality, beauty, and youth for the two of us. If only we served our new master. We feast on the flesh to keep us beautiful, and he collects the souls of the wicked. In hell.
Is it like that? Come on. Just tell me the truth. Who's King? What is he?
Fuck, look at that.
Oh, interesting.
Look at that shit. He might
338.
have it. Oh, no, his knee's out. No, he's good. Damn, he went for it.
So
And
for
you know
people
what? You saw
watching
that?
at
You
home-
saw that right there? You know
Yes.
what he did? He went for a leg lock. Didn't work. He stood up. So that could have been planned.
Oh, for
You
sure.
understand
That's
that?
gangster,
You
yeah.
attack the
Transition,
leg,
yeah.
just like Damien Maya did
So
to
you
Ben
can get
Askren.
up, yeah.
So you can get up and
that's
sleep.
down. 3:14 in the clock right now. 3:13, 3:12, 3:11, 3:10. So if you want to sync it up, that's where we're at. We're watching Mustafaev. I think that's how you say his name. Versus Riddle.
I liked Hardy as a commentator, man.
Dude, he's great.
He's great.
Dan Hardy's a fucking awesome guy.
Beast, yeah.
He's just an awesome guy. He still wants to fight.
It's so strange. For what?
I think he just feels like he wants one more challenge. He wants to fight at 170, which is crazy. Because he's real thin now. He looks like he weighs about 170.
He was always fighting at 170, though.
I know, but he's really thin now. Like, he was way thicker.
He's not
before.
training so much. Like,
I just don't think he lifts weights anymore, you know, and
Maybe he's on that vegan
he
shit.
might have gone
The
plant
vegan shit is so hot right now.
Plant based.
Wait, Rashad, I was like, oh wow, it's 111 pounds.
He says he feels better than ever. But you know what? You got to think. Rashad was talking about how great his endurance is. If you lose muscle mass, you will gain endurance. That is a fact. You have less tissue that your body's pumping blood through.
Yeah, be careful
That's why
though, right?
the Wilder fight is weird to me, because Wilder gained muscle. And when you gain that weight, that is more tissue that your body has to pump blood through. And we'll see, you know, because one of the things about
10 more
Wilder,
pounds though.
yeah, well, that's true too.
Then you got to look at you need more work to move stuff because you don't have the muscle. I mean, doesn't it balance out like that?
You need more work to move stuff.
Yeah, because you have less muscle.
Right.
So to move a body, you're gonna need more.
Oh yeah, in
energy.
an MMA fight,
So,
but
yes.
not in a boxing match. In a boxing match, like in the first fight, Wilder weighed 209 pounds.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy, and he still was
So light, though.
fucking
So light.
He, one shot and puts Tyson Fury down. He's got crazy power even at 209. But I think there's an advantage for him being really light in that he maintains his endurance. Like deep into the
I
fight,
can put my
in the
headphones
12th
on.
round, still has crazy knockout
I
power.
can put my headphones on.
Whereas if he starts to fatigue in the 10, 11, and 12 rounds because of extra weight, that would be a shame.
I think he knows that if it goes past like 8,
He chose chose to serve Kay for all eternity rather than experience another second in that kind of torment, Damon believes in hell. And soon you will too. Because you're just as doomed as he is.
Daddy?
Yeah, honey?
Can you make me
more popcorn?
Please?
Yeah, I'm making more popcorn.
That was good.
Yeah, I'll make you more. Ain't it? Alright, babe, I'll go make you more popcorn.
Where's my sister? I tried. I tried to free the girl in the cell, just like you asked. And she told me to tell you to piss off. She doesn't need your help. Well, I tried. Look, I'm sorry to have to involve you in this, sweetie. It's just that in this case, I really do have to kill the messenger. By the way, the girl you killed in a car accident a few years ago? What kind of a deal breaker? Send Kate my regards.
must be finishing. Here's your popcorn, love. What, honey?
Is there any way you can make her just do the rug, living room?
Yeah.
Sweet, just in time. Stop right in front of the rug. Is she going home first?
Yeah, she has to go home first. You want to do the family room?
Yeah.
There you go.
doing here on your day off?
Caroline told me your friends missing.
Yeah.
I'm happy to take the rest of the day.
That'd be a huge help. Howard's parents died a few years ago. The only love left. That's the legacy. It's gone.
I'm sure wherever Tyler is, it's peace and he's always left.
Everything you had out. Are you sure you're lying?
Not at all. Go. I heard there's carnivals out there. Hey, you two. Who can get their shoes on first?
Tyler deserved more than the collateral damage whatever game seems playing with you.
I can't remember our last conversation. We talked for months. I've been so busy. After everything we went through, I guess I just always assumed that he would be there.
I'm at a loss of words. I don't know what to do with it anymore.
Maybe the best thing to do is just to mourn Tyler with your friends.
Oh, don't mind me. Turn it on. So Damon murders Tyler Lockwood in cold blood and you'll find I don't mean to eavesdrop on your call when there seems like a decidedly not fine situation. At least I agree. I'm trying to tackle the life. Please help me close. Send me through the body. I'll take you on that. Proper name. Anywhere you like. Paris. You can fix everything that's broken inside. Thanks, man.
You must look a little raw.
Wait a minute. No one was saying, right? You spelled the cat? You don't give any secrets away. Are you always again?
I'm actually still learning my magic, but it doesn't mean I can't use a magical object. This is a dark object on the main armory. It's called a plate of imprisonment.
Well, I think that's it.
We trap supernatural beings in the space where it burns. I can come and go because I'm the only lit it, and I'm the only one who can put it out. And I won't. Unless it's your humanity back on.
Why are you suddenly taking this stand?
Because Tyler Lockwood is dead. And I'm not going to lose you today.
What are you doing?
Shavasana. It's restorative. It promotes physical and emotional well-being. So not zen.
It's for Tyler.
To be fair, that was more David than it was me. I simply suggested that he do whatever he could to sever his remaining ties.
Georgie, where is she? Oh, yeah, that's all right. Big siren.
That's right, I can't see anything. My psychic abilities have been neutralized.
I set up an intercom system here, so this noise and pain will haunt you from now on 24/7. Welcome to your psychic hell. Intercom's up and waiting. Okay, listen, I need you to test the frequency levels every hour. Can I ask why? Well, because I believe vibrational motion has something to do with the formation of tunnels. It makes almost no sense. How about because I said so? Also, I got a really odd text from you last night. Which I believe counts, so you want me to work. Now we're in the middle of all this, agreed, which is why I need you to get some digging. Call the room and find out what's up. We need to find the right way. What about the frequency research? Multitask. Test the frequency, look for Georgie, call me if anything strange happens. Body probably started to smell a little bit. Tried to keep it as intact as I could. But I got a little carried away. Got the whole liver stuff. My apologies, Doc. I'm sure you cleaned them up real nice. How do you know that? Stay with me. Go ahead. Try it. First. Take your pick. Because I'm going to bury every one of you. Easy. Underestimating what that child is. The only living boy Mystic calls. It's shocking you managed to stay human this long. Maybe I should fix that. Tell me if you want me to make empty for us. You're empty, brother. Don't snap his neck. Give Matt here a non-transferable mutation to our supernatural breakfast club.
Demon enough.
Sweet Caroline. How many innocent people did you kill and you're no humanity bender? Doesn't matter what you say or don't. The devil knows what you did. What's happening here? What's so surprising about this? I'm who I've always been. No, nothing different. Professor Rick Saltzman, everyone. Certified genius. Knows you better than you know yourself.
Damon, just go. Nobody wants you here.
You all despise me, right? Just so we're clear? When I killed Tyler, we had no guts, our ties are severed. Huh? Great. You thought there was any remaining opportunity to rescue me. This proved you wrong.
It was awful. The demon's desperate for us all to hate him.
You want to be there, Karen.
He's saying it's no better than he did yesterday.
Drawing out didn't work, starting in the beginning. I played guitar. I told him my history. Since I know the whole. Ninja break.
I had to face my biggest fear. That I wasn't the fun anymore. And that my mom would be what she meant to. I had to be reminded how much she loved me. I had to want to live up to that. And don't worry about nothing. I'm big time and stuff is bad and this is all over.
You know, I'm laughing.
Dead friend, Brooklyn. My heart breaks for you. No, it's trauma. No, to protect everyone. Why don't you just take me?
What I hear is too very
I couldn't look great when you not do that, Ambrose. I was angry, depressed, and tragic. Oh, I know that they're terrible. Still with you. You missed out on this feeling. I think you got to the time to need that. I'll still be here. Thanks to you. Well, it's not Damon. It's Damon under control of the shield. You have to find a way to break her control, and you will.
And in the meantime, what? Let him run wild and kill another one of our friends?
I am trying to prevent it.
Look, even if we break Cinder's hold, once Damon realizes
He's done. Well, I don't think he never comes. You suggested. While we figure out how to save Damon from signs, yeah, that's himself. As long as we need to. For sure.
This is a surprise.
To be clear, we're not friends, and I'm not used to it.
Why are you?
Because I want to ask. Stole 100 Johnson diamonds in mystery bag. Did all my business. This is because you're stealing me.
And what makes you think that?
Because none of it's for me. I can't quite understand why I have free will and yet I'm still your heir in life. I do things to make you happy, and I don't know why.
Sounds like you have regrets. Regret implies that you're not a loyal servant.
What are you talking about? I killed Tyler Lockwood. Of course I'm loyal.
No, you're upset. Because you upset your friends.
My friends don't care about me anymore.
But you killed someone that they do care about. That must have made them feel something. It sure looks like it made you feel something. Here you are, troubled, hostile. You know what that tells me? That you're not completely fine. That the cold, dark heart of Damon Salvatore felt a flash of pain when he took Tyler Lockwood's life away. It made you feel. And it felt bad.
I don't feel like me anymore.
Wrong. It's written all over your face. Your humanity is riding that dim switch, and right now it is pushing itself up. It feels terrible, doesn't it?
Shut up.
To move us up and get your feelings back. And maybe not ever love you again. And why will it feel awful? And Elena's reaction to everything you've done? Let's not even think about that.
Stop talking.
Dimmer that switch back down, and all these bad feelings and all this confusion will all disappear. I prefer option B. The dimmer down. Total abandonment.
I said shut up. Shut up! What do you want from me?
I want you, Damon. All of you. I can rewrite the subconscious that I'm going to get us so far. I'm not going to have you the way that I want you, while you still have these emotional ties to the past. Go see your brother. Let him guide that in the switch up until you feel everything. If that's how you want to live your life, alright, live it. Maybe you'll find some small pockets of happiness before getting to this integrity.
So you just dropped this off here. Said he was from the armory? Yeah, just put it down a little bit. Box everything up. Nah, you do this tomorrow. Or the day after, any time. No, that's fine. I'm an expert at dealing with loss, you know. I started at a young age. Yeah, I guess I deserve that. You do it. My sister. This was my life. This is what I dealt with, alone, for a long time. This is what I want to escape. So forgive me if I'm not in the mood to read you what this was.
Matt, if you got this, it means I'm dead. Which sucks. But it also means I need your help finding someone.
Thought you were going for the day. Well, take a look this way. So the distance between Mystic Falls and the Armory is roughly 35 miles. Winding roads, hill country, but I was able to walk the distance of that tunnel in just a few hours, which would make it, what, 7 miles?
The tunnel must cut directly under the mountains.
Right, and the walls are old. Centuries, at least. So who the hell built them? And why?
You want me to get into it?
No, I'll figure it out. So what's the latest on Georgie?
I called her roommate. She said all of Georgie's stuff is still in the room. If she left, she didn't take anything with her.
Okay, I need you to call the police and file a missing persons report.
Seriously?
It's just a precaution. And how's the frequency research coming?
You keep acting like I'm doing something scientific. I'm literally banging the fork. It's ridiculous and I've learned nothing. You ever going to tell me what this is all about?
Monday.
Why don't you give the girls an old fish for reference? We'll take that one.
Is he sick?
Oh, I think he might be dead. But that's okay. Tell you what, we'll take him home and give him a proper burial.
Okay.
I swear, Celine wasn't so good with the girls, I would hate her. She's too perfect to be a real person.
Who's that for?
Got a text from Damon a little while ago. He wants to meet up at the carnival.
Why the carnival?
I don't know, but this is my only chance. I don't know if we'll get another, so I have to take
Are you
it.
gonna need some help?
No, not putting you in any more danger, Caroline.
2 vampires are better than 1. It's basic math.
I have to do some help.
That's the right thing. Okay, you know it is.
You might not forgive me after this. And I might lose him forever.
You already lost it.
Happy New Year's, love.
Don't speak like we used to.
Oh, I remember now. The lights, music.
Screw you.
You didn't buy it? Oh, just a little.
I'm glad you found a new way to amuse yourself.
Yeah, sorry, can't help it. Romance, slow burn of it all. Oh, so unbelievably saccharine. And for what? I kept you safe for 3 years, and you tried to kill me. Looks like you must be trying that again.
I'm gonna get through to you. I'm gonna use your darkest fears to pull you out of this.
Oh, such a complicated person. On my 140 years on this earth, no, I'm so good now.
Oh well, guess I'll die trying.
Babe?
What?
You call me for me?
Huh?
You call for me?
No.
Oh.
You think I'm afraid
Okay.
of fire because Damon left me in a fire? Nice try, but no.
You're afraid of people leaving. Period. You're afraid of being abandoned. The one thing that happens to you again and again. Everyone leaves. No one stays. I
very extreme. Like a ring.
Oh, desperate times call for desperate measures. I'm not leaving until you turn my humanity back. Rather burn alive than abandon you.
Hey, what's going on?
Gas leak. We're being evacuated.
Hello, brother.
Steph, I need your help.
I gotta say, I'm surprised. Last time I saw you, you seemed pretty hell-bent on severing ties.
Yeah, in hindsight, that might have been a bit dramatic.
It's a little late to take it back, even if Sybil made you do it.
Yeah, see, this is where it gets tricky. I want to serve her, Stephanie. I mean, I have to. And serving her, keeping me away from the big bad devil himself. And I want to stay away from hell as long as humanly possible.
By turning off your humanity?
There are worse fates.
You know, I can help you, if you let me.
You're gonna make me turn it back on. No, I don't want to do that, Stephanie.
You have to. You can't keep doing what you're doing.
Why not? Isn't this easier? There are no amends to be made, Stephanie. I can't munch on bunnies and save people and work my way back to peace. I'm hellbound. So why? Tell me. Knowing what I know, why would I ever want to feel again?
Because if we can't feel, then what's the point of being alive, huh?
Exactly. What's the point?
No. I'm not buying it. I can see your humanity trying to break through, Damon. Come home with me. I can help you be happy again.
How?
It'll take time and work. I'll be there for you.
I can't, Stephanie. I'll ruin everything.
Hey, I am your brother, and I love you. Just come home with me.
No. I can't.
You don't have any choice. You don't know what you're doing.
Exactly what I'm doing, brother. Humanity's gone dark. Anything goes now.
Congratulations, you nailed it. Fear of abandonment, a textbook case. How can we end this?
I'm not leaving you.
I really hope you leave at some point. I mean, this camp's gonna run out of food, and I really question Uber Eats' ability to locate this address.
I'm not leaving you.
No, I get it.
No.
Smoke doesn't feel good in the lungs, does
I'm not leaving.
it? And I still don't care. Now you're being stupid.
I'm not leaving you.
And the other last words.
Not leaving you.
You're as good as dead.
see, we are made up of two parts, our body and our soul. See, some people are very special. And when they die, a man named Cade comes to take their soul away.
Does he take the body too?
No, but that doesn't mean the bodies aren't special too. They need to be treated with dignity to find peace in death. And Cade respects that. He appreciates the effort. Let's show him what we did.
How?
We can call him, but I need you to hold my hand, okay?
Did we hurt you?
Oh, not at all. You were perfect. It took just the right amount of magic. Now, I need you to say the special word.
Insignia.
Excellent job, girls. I think you're ready.
For what?
It's a surprise. Came back to me.
Of course I did. Someone had to save you.
No.